But then,
that's close to 9 right there.
Bruh, I guarantee this is not.
Let's go.
And if it is, it'll blink on that bitch.
You're at somebody else's car now?
Nah, man, I had bought some shit called Delta 8. I ain't no better buy it. I spent $160 on that shit.
How much did you buy for $160?
The thing about it, it ain't nothing but CB that's been tweaked.
It's like diet weed. Like you get like barely, you get like sort of high.
It's like as soon as you hit it, you don't like going up, then you just come right down. But nah, you saying no Delta 8, man. I should check it out. I would have sold that. What I could have got my money back? No, I got my money back. All the reason I didn't get my money back from the other base is because it had hot sauce around the goddamn mouthpiece.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's also a bunch of bootleg vape cartridges out there. It's like anything made by Dane is basically fake. You ever had a Dane one?
I had those when they first came out.
Yeah, they're all fake. Yeah.
And I had
That's why I stopped fucking with that shit. I was trying to buy this all, and then I started buying this that are all fake. And I'm like, I'm trying to sell people fake shit.
How am I gonna do that?
Where? P.O. Box. You got P.O. Box.
You gotta go on Facebook, search for it. Washington.
Everybody signed up? Everybody signed up? Welcome to Pinboys! Welcome to the jungle. We got funny games. It's most of the games. What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's nice to see that I said show up early, and you did. Cool. We got to start early, which is only 5 minutes later than the posted start time, which I think is unprecedented for any comedy show anywhere, especially run by a black dude. This past Saturday, I got to be a part of Third Rail Comedy celebration for Amber's birthday, and I gotta give it up for that. That was an awesome fucking show.
Yeah.
Hell of a celebration, and I try to do something nice for somebody. A quote unquote friend of mine decides to come to the show, decides to show up too drunk to be at the show already. This is before the show even started. He kept telling people that he was here to support his best friend, support his boy, and I was looking around for who his best friend was. Turns out his best friend was me. He'll do anything to stay and watch me do comedy, include not fight Andrew Pabone. I don't care who you are. If Andrew Pabone is in your face telling you you're not going to do shit, you got it. You have to. Just out of pure principle, because he already believes to be the son of God. All right, he's not here, so I can't go too far. You got to just prove him wrong sometimes, just for fun, and just as a, I don't know, man. But that dude got bitched down by Pabone. It was pretty crazy. And I tried to be nice and I escorted him out one time. He just kept coming back, and I was like talking to him, and like Amber kicked him out, and Donna kicked him out. Ben was ready. Ben had tried a couple of times. I was like, whatever. No, the way Ben moves, I'm not sure if he's like threatened or scared. Like if he's trying to be like threatening or if he's like prancing. I don't know. It's just weird. I was like, I don't know if Ben's trying to attack that guy or like make out with him. Not sure. Not sure what Ben's doing. So I was like, I'm just trying to be nice, trying to help this dude, trying to escort him out. He kept coming back, kept saying he just wanted to see my set, and then I finally sat him. I was like talking to him. It was like talking to like a white kid, like a child, like a white child, just wasn't fucking listening. Like, sit down right here, sit down right here, sit down, just sit down. If you just sit down, just sit down right here. No, come right here. No, I know you want to see the show. Yeah, I know. Just sit down right here. No, sit down. We'll get you another drink. Just sit down right here. Just sit down right here. Listen, Atreyu. Sit down right here. Right here. Falcon. What the fuck was his name? I don't remember. Something. So it's like, whatever. And he finally, like, I got to do my set. Apparently, he didn't make it through, like, my first joke or whatever. I don't call the Lyft and Uber to pick himself up and pick his girl up. And then his girl still works for my wife, and she called out of work today. So I don't know if she still has a job, but that's what happens. I try to do something nice for somebody, and she possibly lost her job. Oh, well. I remember back in the day, I was like 17 years old. There's this dude in this wheelchair in my neighborhood. He used to go around my block. He used to just wheel himself around my block. I'd always see him late at night, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, just by himself, just wheeling himself around the block. And I would stay up late as a kid or whatever. I befriended this guy. We would talk about football most of the time because I was in high school and I wanted to play football, and we would always talk about football. And he said he had connections with the Redskins, and he would tell me, like, running drills and workout stuff. And I'm like, why would I learn how to work out from a guy who can't fucking walk? Like, you're in a wheelchair, like, whatever. Like, whatever disease he had, he just has, like, atrophy, like muscular atrophy and stuff. So we would hang out, because he was, like, 40 years old. So he was old enough to go and buy alcohol. So we would stay up. And he would go, like, he'd wheel himself up to the store, buy us some 40s, and we would hang out outside, get fucking drunk. And, of course, what happens when you're drinking, you got to pee sometimes. And he's in a wheelchair. So I would have to help him. I would have to pick him up. I would carry him. Like, sometimes if, like, my parents weren't home, I'd take him inside the house, and it was just easier because he could, like, lean on the wall, and I could just pull his pants down and just let him go. Like, I don't know. It was just a lot more difficult. It was a lot more difficult outside because it's a lot more intimate. Like, I was more behind. Anyway, trying to do something nice for somebody, you know. And I mean, you know, and I felt like our relationship fell off after I, you know, left. You know, I was like 19 or whatever, but I lost contact with this guy, and then I found him on Facebook. Like, he showed up on my Facebook. I was like, oh shit, I sent him a friend request, and then I started looking through his photos. Not a single fucking photo of him in a wheelchair.
Oh shit.
Try to do something nice for somebody. My brother broke his kneecap, like dislocate, like the tendon that holds his kneecap down, like the patella tendon or whatever. He tore that just jumping on a trampoline like a regular adult. His, you know, 170-pound body. I know that sounds like a lot. 170 pounds, too much for his knee. Popped his fucking patella tendon. He had to get surgery. While he was getting surgery, his son was staying with him, so I would go up there to help my brother out, just get stuff done. He can't really move and stuff like that. And one day I decided, I was like, let's take the whole family down. Me, my whole white family, and then I get my brother and his son, and we're all going to go to the park and whatever. And I say, okay, we go to the park. And they all get out of the car, they run to the park, and I'm helping my brother to the bench, like, to come sit down on the park bench and get him situated and whatever. And I'm like, I'm going to go play with my kids now. I see my daughter's at the top of the twisty slide. So I say, I'm going to wait at the bottom, and I'm going to scare her when she comes down. Lots of games we play in the park by my house. It doesn't matter, we're up in Williamsburg. I'll see her when she comes down. She'll see me, blah, blah, whatever. She comes down, and at this point, my son is only 4 years old. And he greets people the way, like, dogs would greet each other. He does, yeah, that is what he would do at this time. That is how he would run up, and he would scream into your butthole, is what he would do. He would run up behind you. He would wait until you turned around. It's a surprise attack. Every single time he would do this. So I'm at the park, and I'm waiting for my daughter to come down to the bottom of the slide so I can scare her. And then when she gets down to the bottom, I see her, and I grab her legs, and I say, I got you. When I do that, I bend over. When I bend over, my son sees me. My son sees me. He decides this is a good time to come and say hello to me. So he runs up, and he wraps his arms around my thighs. I feel his hands on my thighs as my hands are on his sister's thighs. And then I feel his face coming closer. And I was like, this is not a situation I ever thought I'd be in. And then my wife comes up because she knows that comedy is all about time. And my wife comes up and goes, get your hands off my child. In the middle of this public fucking park. And I'm sitting there with a 4-year-old's face in my ass, which is a sentence I hate repeating. But I'm like, what the fuck do I do? And my brother's like, I already called the police. And I was like, what the fuck? I was just trying to do something nice for somebody. Be a fucking dad. That's what it was. Yeah. Molestation charges are easy to make up. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I've told that story before, and people are like, why don't you tell that story more often on stage? I was like, oh, I don't know, it sounds too much. I said, to me, it sounds too much like the story I talked about molesting my daughter. And then I'm like, I can't just talk about that. I can't talk about the story where I talk about molesting her. Well, it's really the story where she just keeps saying, stop molesting me, and I'm not really molesting her, but I'm trying to explain it. And then it's just really, it turns into a spiral, and it's like, oh, if you want to hear the story, you want to hear the joke, you want to talk about, watch my fucking special. It's in there. It's similar. A memory came up today, and it was of a suicide. It was when me, Don, Brian Diggs, Big Vino all committed career suicide and decided to enroll in the World Series of Comedy. We drove down to South Carolina. Ridley probably has one of the best videos of his set, which was him performing in his underwear at the fucking Airbnb. He's just screaming, I drove down to South Carolina to fucking bomb! Oh, it was awesome. It was a good time. Career suicide. This isn't the first time suicide has struck Pinboys. It was also the anniversary. There's one, a lot of you don't know. Most of you in this room have no idea who Shawn is. Shawn Malick used to be the host. We used to stand over there when the show was over there. I've taken it places, obviously. We moved it over here. He used to host, and I used to sit back and I used to envy that dude. I'm like, man, that motherfucker's funny as shit. I just want to know what I gotta do to make that motherfucker laugh. And I used to just figure out ways to make that dude laugh. Then I met him, got to know him, he's a cool guy, and I remember him saying things like, I like the cut of his jib. And I'm like, why would somebody say something like that? And then I started looking at his face a little more. He's got like he's got a jib and like an upper lip. It's a weird looking face, but it's like, I don't know, I never noticed it's because his mustache. So he always drank gin and tonic, so I'm drinking a gin and tonic for him because he's no longer here. He committed suicide, which to me it brings to light. It shows the weight, how heavy it is to carry this microphone here at specifically Pinboys. There's nothing harder. You're literally dying to get this job. It's just he always had a way of leaving the stage like where it's like, man, nobody ever wanted to follow him. Nobody could ever top that. And nobody could ever leave as a host the way that Shawn did. At least what most people would say again is like nobody has the balls to do what he did. Nobody's got the balls to take themselves out like that, so it's whatever. So I don't know, but I'm drinking a gin and tonic for him, and I had to make sure I mention him because you always got to remember where you came from, like who people that paved the way. That's the reason the show is still here, because the reason I kept coming back, the reason I fell in love with the show is because when he was hosting, he made it fun, he made it awesome. He would have fucking loved third rail comedy too. He would have fucking ate that shit up. I know he would have fucking loved that shit. Because one of the things I always remember about Shawn too is you never seen him working at the Funny Bone either. Ever! And they begged him. His picture's hanging up! And he hated them! But he stood here. And what are all those people out there doing? Sucking dick to get on an open mic that they let 12 people perform on so they could pick 4 for a month and jerk them around for free. Anyway. I don't know. So this is for you, Shawn. Tonight's for you, Shawn. Tonight's well, every night's for you, Shawn. But yeah. But that's for him. Try to do something nice for somebody and take over as the host. That's cool. It's cool. But no. So last week reminded me of the kind of show that Shawn would have ran, because it was an awesome show. Because it's not a show. It's not me. It's not me. It's you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys remind me of what you guys are bringing Pinboys back. And without you guys, please keep coming back. Never stop doing comedy. I love you guys because this is awesome. But I can't give everybody 7 minutes tonight. Fuck that. That was way too much. Everybody's getting 5 minutes. They give you the light. And you have a minute left at the end of the night. Somebody's getting $25. Make sure we give it up. Make sure we take care of Dave. He's the room tender now. He's not the bartender. He's the room. He takes care of the room. Let's give it up for Dave, you guys. Let's keep that energy going for tonight's Darkest Comic. Put your hands together for Mr. Hooray Kirby!
fucking suicide, that's what you ended on. And then you bring me up. Oh man, I guess it's suited. You know, it's like suicide, dark subject. Ray Kirby, dark subject. You know, the jokes write themselves. Oh god, I shouldn't say it. What's it called? I went to this shitty party recently, and I saw this weird kid there who was real uppity and shit. And he was like, yeah, man, you need to really taste wine that's like from France. You got to taste the wine from there. You got to taste it. You got to go there. You got to do it. And I was like, man, fuck this guy. I hate you so much. Because he's like, oh, it's so good. You know, you haven't lived until you tasted wine that has been made from Lithuanian climate refugees. They step on the wine. You haven't lived until you've licked the toe of Lithuanian climate refugees. Oh, man, I hate him. Is what I'm trying to say. He's like, and he was like, yeah, right here. They showed me the exact place that fucking Marlon Brando's character in The Godfather died. Right, he died. Okay, nobody watched The Godfather. Shit. So, I still feel bad, man. Can Shawn's ghost like possess me and make me funnier? Can that happen?
I've been asking for that for a long time. Still wait. I'll put your name on the list.
Oh, there's a lineup? Oh, man. God damn it. Oh, that's fucking brutal, man. That's what it's at. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like barbers are waging a war on black kids from the age of 4 to 7. Like when I was younger, I would go to my barber, and I feel like my haircut was all right, but every single time I would leave, my edge up would get pushed just a centimeter farther back every single time. And I feel like these barbers are balding in their old age, and they're resentful, and they're trying to fuck it up for the next generation. And I don't appreciate it, okay? Joseph would have locks if it wasn't for his fucking barber at the age of 4 to 7. And I don't appreciate it. I think they're the reason for male pattern barbers, almost honestly, in little kids at least. Not having a good time. Man, I've been talking to this girl. She goes to law school. I don't know why she's talking to me, but recently she asked me a lot of questions that I don't know what to like say to. Like she'll be like, "Where were you last night?" And like I always take a second and pause, and she's like, "You're about to lie to me. You're about to fucking lie to me. That's why you're pausing." And I have to be like, "No, I'm not about to lie to you. I'm building a case. I'm establishing a defense. I'm assembling a jury of my brain cells to not get fucked over in this situation." You know what I mean? I don't know. Yep. Fucking Christ. That pause was because that joke's a fucking lie. I hate it. I fucking hate it. God damn it. I hate it. Because this guy, you have a fun day every fucking day. I don't do shit, okay? So this guy, God damn it. God, I wish I had your life, Tyrell. It's so fun. It's so fun. It's not. You sure? Hey, man, I mean, it sounded fun when that 4-year-old had his face in her ass. It sounded fun. It sounded pretty fun right there. Okay? Family fun. Yeah. What was that? Was this at a dog park? Like, where was this at? Why did I feel like it was at a dog park? Was it at a playground or? Oh. Yikes. Next to a gas station. Those fucking gas stations. Goddamn gas stations. Man, you know what's another thing I realized? I feel like bars be fucking with me, or at least clubs, because they don't like book bags, right? Like clubs never like book bags being brought to their building. But I feel like they don't really like me specifically wearing a book bag, not because I'll bring like illegal shit inside, but because when I wear it, I look like a fucking nerd, and it's like we don't want that shit in our establishment. Like I bought what's it called? One of the guards outside, he was like, "Yeah, you can't bring that bag in here." I was like, "All right, whatever." And he was like, "Hey man, straighten up, your nerd neck is showing." I was like, "All right, see, this is really mean. This is really mean." Exactly like when Tyrell ended his set on suicide, and I'm up here also making people think about suicide. We out here, Tyrell Shaggy.
Here we go, make her in, everybody. Check out his new special, Always Killing, No Suicide. I'm excited because his next dude messaged me like he didn't know that this place existed. Like, guess he'd been gone that long. Everybody, put your hands together for Mr. Miles Willie.
Correction. It wasn't that I forgot the place existed. It's I realized that niggas get lazy and they don't keep up with posting shit online. Let people know shit going on.
Yeah, that is. Yep.
You got a white wife.
Yeah, well,
You have to behave around white people. Come on, man. You got to have your moment. You got to have your nigga moment. I know it's okay. I have my nigga moments at work. I smoke weed at work. That's one of the best things about my job. I don't give a fuck if you smoke weed or not. As long as you get the job done, it's good. But let me tell you something. When people find out that you smoke weed at your job, they want to be friends with you and shit. That's all good. Now, I got bamboozled the other day. I'm sorry. I want to cry about the shit. I mean, I got bamboozled. Fucked up. People will tell you any fucking thing just to either sound cool or just to be your friend. A nigga told me, hey man, look for some weed, man. Hey, dog, look. That nigga at the damn smoke shop, he got this shit that he be selling, and he say it flies off the shelves. Now, when you tell me something flies off the shelves, and it's a nigga selling it out the store, I automatically get happy, because it's like, wait a minute. That's really illegal. Ooh, is it real? Is it real? Is it real? I want to know. Goddamn it, I get to the store. And it's a little Indian dude. Now, I should have known it was going to be some fuckery. Because a little Middle Eastern dude just happy to greet you, and whatever comes out of your mouth first, they just going to roll with it. Come in the store. Oh, that's a nigga right there? Hey, yo. I heard that you be selling some real weed in here, dog. I ain't no rat, I'm a smoker, so get it understood. You got something I want, I'm gonna spend the money. Now this motherfucker, that's what he do. Oh yeah, bro, yeah. This is it right here. So he pulls out a jar, right? A small jar. It says Delta 8. Hell, I said, what the fuck is this? He said, open it up, smell it. I opened it up. It didn't smell too good. It made me have a flashback to my first time having sex. When I took the panties off and the smell smacked me in my nose, I said, no! It's Valentine's Day. What the fuck is your problem? But he told me shit flies off the shelves. Now, for people that smoke any drug, when you say this shit goes fast, that automatically says a light bulb thing off in your head saying, I need to get some of this. I need to buy me some of that. So I bought some, I spent some money. I bought me some weed in a few carts. Now I get home, I start rolling the weed up. So I want to make sure the ash burns white. Whiter than white America. Whiter than cocaine, that shit got to burn white. As soon as I hit it, I go up, then down. I hit it again. I go up, then down. I'm like, something's wrong with this shit. This made me have another flashback. So when I had a real bad porn addiction in high school, you know how you be jacking off and your shit is gonna soft on you? And it's like, damn, what the fuck? You still trying to work that motherfucker, it just went soft on you and shit. Now, my hand motion isn't all that accurate because I wasn't left-handed, I was right-handed. And I had enough decency to end the show on a positive note. I can't wait for weed to really be legalized. Niggas gonna be, motherfuckers gonna be outside camping and shit. camping outside like they eat that, man, I'm about to buy a pair of Nikes and shit, you know what I'm saying? You gonna walk up in the motherfucking store all giggling and shit like it's your first time seeing a titty and this is my time?
Not good, everybody. Good job. Right. We need to keep the positivity going. Ray Kirby, you did a great job as well. All right? We'll start saying nice things about people. I keep forgetting that I'm going to do that. Miles, you did a great job. I appreciated everything that you did up here. I did. I was thoroughly entertained. This next comic is This next comic, I've appreciated his talent as a video editor, as well as appreciated his talent as a DJ while cleaning my house. Everybody, put your hands together for Mr. David Alvarado!
What's up, Pinboys? That's the biggest laugh I'm gonna get tonight. Hell yeah, hell yeah. You guys might be wondering why I look like I just came from the links. It's because I just won the Masters this weekend. Nah, I'm just kidding. I did not win the Masters, but the first Japanese man ever won the Masters. Well, he's not the first Japanese man ever, is he? The first Japanese golfer ever. No? Also wrong? I'll get there, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. The first Masters winner that is now Japanese. How am I fucking up on this first sentence so much? We have a Japanese Masters winner for the first time, which goes to show, if you stop Asian hate just for 1 month, what can be accomplished? You know what I mean? Like, it's great. I'm very happy for that. Also, I did say that Taylor was sitting there. You fucking bitch. Piece of shit. So, Taylor, by the way, who came up to me and said, "Hey, those cupcakes are free." I'm not that fat. I am that fat. I don't have a sweet tooth. This is all cholesterol. You know what I mean? Straight up sodium. Oh, that shit. Hell yeah. Anyways, so I had a weird thought yesterday. If headshots didn't kill you immediately, how many people would walk around with bullet holes in their head, you think? Like at least half of the population or more. Because like if it didn't instantly kill you, I would fucking have walked up to my little brother at least 3 times in my life. And be like, bah! I go to the hospital, little bitch. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be a fun not murder, bullying tool. Now it's just a fun murdering tool. It's weird. Is that Ray Kirby laughing in the background there? Thanks, Ray. Got all the swag of a young Kofi Annan. I love it. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. You were talking about people being nice. I'm not with that. I literally explained to someone yesterday that I do like them. You know what I mean? Like, people thinking that you hate them just because you're always negative towards them. That turns out that actually makes people think you hate them. Did not realize that. It's called autism. It's fun. We're having a good time. Yeah, so here's the thing. I was thinking about, I just had a first day at a job that I don't want to talk about because it's very depressing. No, never mind. But it made me think about the first job I ever had. And it was in Holland. It is at a grocery store, actually. And I was 15 years old. I was on the cusp of turning 16 and legally being allowed to drink. And that was such a giant fucking week for me because I also had my first job, so I could immediately pay for the drinks that I was going to be legally drinking. How crazy. 2 days after my birthday, 1 week after my appointment, like exactly 1 week, we had our first employee party. And the employee parties in Holland are pretty fucking big. They do it once a year, and they spend half of like the entertainment budget for like the personnel at like a store. So there's 50 fucking kids from the age of like 15 to like 18 that all just take over a beer hall and go nuts. And the beer hall we took over happened to also double as like an amusement park, like semi-amusement park for kids, where they had like these bumper carts in the on the outside and everything, and they were all like, fenced off. Nobody could use them. But there was a little place, like little like what do you call one of those things? Like where like people in the '60s, if they had a changing, like if a lady is changing in a '60s movie, she goes behind one of these things, and then you see like her dress apart. What? Partition. Okay. Yeah. So they had a partition in the hallway. That took a long time. I did not plan a set. They had a partition in the hallway, and behind the partition, lo and behold, nobody looked behind us except for me. I peeked behind it, and it's one of those little bumper cards from outside. And I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if it works. So I throw 50 cents in it, which is 1 coin. Anyway, and then the thing starts running, so I start fucking driving it around and shit. I've been on the job for 1 week, and I'm already ruining the place that they rented out for this party. And I drove into the big event hall and ruined a bunch of property. And then later we went on and ruined the bathrooms like it was a Who concert. It was very crazy. I should think about that and tell you guys more once I do. Thanks for attentively listening, guys. I appreciate it. Here's Tyrell.
Give me a David, all right, everybody. I feel like your set was good. I remember. Okay, thanks, everybody. Your next comment, I can definitely see her intro using a partition, like a big, like, giant, where it makes her body look like 1,000 feet taller. This huge, like, silhouette, doing all these crazy dances, and they're like, welcome to this newest judge from America's Best Dance Crew. Everybody, put your hands together for Miss Amber Forehead.
Hi guys, hi. How long has it been since I've been to Pinboys? Doesn't it feel like it's been a while?
Too long.
Too long.
If I haven't
It's been a while since I could. Okay, I won't go into stage. But really, I feel like it's been like a month. And I don't know if anybody told y'all, but anytime Donald was here and I wasn't, I was watching every single time. We suck. It honestly gave me such a complex watching how bad you guys suck every week that I ended up going back and watching my times that I've been on the live feed of both Tyrell and King Dave's room. So that way I could see how much I suck as well. So I'm part of this group with you. We suck. Okay? We suck so bad. But I'm here to give us a pep talk. Okay? So, a lot of folks really don't know about me, but I really do have a master's in mental health counseling. I really do. I was a nationally certified counselor for 5 years. I think a lot of people are drawn to stand up because it's a form of narrative therapy. What narrative therapy is telling your story but reframing it into a way that's digestible for you. And so what we do as comedians is we come here to express our stories and reframe it in order to relate to other people. That's what we do as stand-up comedians. It's a form of narrative therapy. This is all just my theory. I'm talking out my ass, but I feel like I need to say this. Okay? So we're all up here desperately sharing ourselves with each other. We are doing this narrative therapy thing. We are all just, we're all in the muck and the bullshit together. That's why Shawn Malick was probably so good at what he did. And it seems crazy as fuck that I was compelled to share this to you, and I show up tonight, and this is what you guys had. So we need to hear this tonight. Okay? So what we're doing is narrative therapy. But we are not taking the step to be stand-up comedians. We're not doing it. Week after week, we're sharing these parts of ourselves. We're sharing our stories. But we're not going back and fine-tooth combing it in order to find out where the laughs are and where the beats are and where the punchlines are. How many people in this room have actually looked at a video of themselves? For comedy. For comedy, John! For goddamn comedy! Do we need to talk about how bad John sucks? I am just asking you, I am begging you. What Tyrell and King Dave are giving us is a service to be able to go back and watch yourself, and in order to see and process what it is that's actually funny, please use that. I'm telling you, with the next time, I have 2 dogs that we're both 13, okay? So I have another dog that's gonna die soon, and I need to watch some funny shit.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm asking. Get better so that next time I'm having to watch this, I'm laughing the whole time. All right, now y'all know how big of a bitch I can really be. But it's just me being honest because, God damn it, I'm incapable of being anything but that. And I'm telling you, I'm in the group with you. I am. I have gone through every fucking video. That's why I'm not posting shit of myself. Because I'm like, what have I been doing all this time? All right, get funny. I love you guys. I'm Amber Borges.
Here we go, and go ahead and use everybody. Just gonna keep this positivity train going.
You've been waiting to say that shit.
It's like, why does the date on your set say 2019? Like, she's been waiting. I've had this prepared. That was cool. Remember, not everyone's opinion matters. Please, yeah, I mean, I don't care. I don't really know the reason I started live streaming it, but that's a good reason. It's a good tool, you guys. You guys do the work, whatever. I mean, I hardly go back and watch them. I still haven't even seen my own special. You know what I mean? Like, it's just tough. I understand it's tough. I understand it's tough. Not as tough as your next comic. Probably one of the toughest dudes. Every time I smoke weed with this dude, I feel like I got bitch lungs. So I'm coughing up like this tough-chested motherfucker coming up next. Put your hands together for Mr. Giuseppe Jackson.
Because I got that good shit. Anyway, spiritual advisors spend thousands of dollars just to get a PhD in some bullshit. They can kiss my black ass. All right, here's some doctor recommendations. 4 tips to masturbating. I mean, manifesting. You know, you gotta masturbate and manifest, guys. You gotta live a dream. You know, step 1, you gotta ask. I really want to be a stand-up comedian. Step 2, you gotta believe. Light a candle, rub your anal beads, or you roast the beads, or you prayer beads, or whatever you want to call them. Make sure it's blessed with some wicked piss, some pagan piss, or something. You gotta know somebody who's pagan or a Christian. You gotta just flick that shit on the candle. Step 3. Yeah, pagan piss. Get a piss and pee in a jar for you. And the flame will just go up. My dreams is starting to manifest. Yeah. Step 3. Beat your meat. Finish in a sock. Wear it at your favorite comedy show. I like to lick my toes in it. I like to call it my lucky rabbit's foot. Step 4, receive. Put your lucky rabbit's foot in a box in a closet somewhere, and then now you're just gonna be a fucking stand-up comedian. These doctors should come with a spiritual advisory because they will burn sage, burn cannabis, and they will burn your house down just because the air fryer read 1, 2, 3, 4, and she saw 1234 twice today, and she's just like, oh my god, this nigga put Miracle Whip on my vegan sandwich again. Cut your voice down, bitch! The fuck? Christians believe that God brought his only begotten son just to save humanity. Muslims believe that God is all-knowing, no offspring, right? Juggalos believe that God has a coke problem and he sent 6 Joker's cards out just to save humanity. Have you ever fucking went to a bank with a guy who calls himself a juggalo, full face paint on, like ICP, the same clown posse? It's a posse, but there's 2 fucking people. The fuck is that? We got posse, but rapping clowns? The fuck? I went to a fucking bank with one of my friends back when I was in high school. Full paint, face paint on, right there. Pulled out $2.25. We went to the corner store, he bought Fago. We went to the bank just to buy a Fago, and he opened it up, and he was like, this is the blood of Jesus. Hallelujah. Oh shit. Fuck that. They used to call me Niggero back in the day. Because I was a juggalo, hanging out with a bunch of white people who wore fucking clown face paint. Like it was nothing. I'm just chilling with them. This is me. And then this is like all the white people right here. It's like, oh, Niggalo. What's up, man? I couldn't even get into the Black Lives Matter movement because I saw the Hatchman tattoo I have on my arm. It was like, yo, nigga, I don't know if you want you getting in this shit because they see that tattoo on you, they want to fuck you up. And I was like, I got my hatchet on me, bro. But anyways, that's my time. Let's go out for your host, the other nigga host. I love shot for everybody.
Joseph Jenkins, the other nigga. Yeah. Keep it going for him, Joseph Jenkins, everybody. Yeah. I don't know, insane clown couple doesn't have the same ring to it, I guess. And I think your tattoo, a Hatchet Man tattoo, just looks like a silhouette of your next comic holding up his notebook while he's running. So put your hands together for Mr. Ben Style.
How's everybody doing? Amber says we're all not funny. That is true. That is very true. But I have a more pressing issue. We all dress like shit. We got. Look at me. Look at you guys. We're all in the same boat together. We're all. It's so sad to see. Like you walk into Jonathan Williams, I thought they were here to like fix the AC. Like, I don't know what the fuck Jonathan has on his feet. Like, just take a second. Look at that one. Take that off. Put that on David's head. Put on your head. Jeez, man. I have but here, in all seriousness, there's an issue. I just very sad set for tonight because I just met up with my old crush from high school and I found out what she's doing. And she's on this app called Seeking Arrangement. It's like a sugar daddy app where old men fucking ruin their lives for 20-year-old women. It's the saddest thing. Like the girls put up like their wish list of what they want, like all these purses, whatever, and the guys buy them purses, take them on expensive ass dates, and get nothing for it. It's so sad because like it's sad particularly for men because like horniness never ends ever. Like these guys are like 70. I look at their profiles. It's the saddest shit. Like they still want to fuck long after their bodies can't fuck anymore. It's so sad. And also just the fact that like old men have to figure out how to use an app by themselves without the help of their wives. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like trying to figure out how to take a selfie, how to make an account, how to fucking talk to girls online, and then just fucking pay for a date. Because the girl says like, I don't do anything sexual, I just leave before we get like that. It's so sad for a man, dude, because he has like a 4-hour-long erection now because he had to take a pill before the date. You know what I mean? How sad. The state. Just what men do for pussy, dude. Because she also told me about like how much guys pay for her dudes now. I'm just like, men, you need to stop. Like men need to unionize. We gotta come together. We're no longer paying for pussy, dude. We're not doing anything. We're not buying anything for girls from now on, dude. I'm only fucking liberal girls now. If I see them retweet AOC, I'm like, look, I don't have a job, and it's because we're being oppressed by capitalism, and I'm not buying. Okay. Here's the thing, there's a lot of like conservative guys who are like, I would never date a liberal girl, I would never do it. It's like you have to do it. You know, like you like capitalize off them. You know what I mean? Like if we have to pay $3 for gas, like we get to like reap the benefits of liberal pussy. Like we pay $3 for gas, not paying for we're split the check now. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Okay, where am I going with this? Also, I found out there's guys that guys pay her to be a dominatrix to them now, where like they have to buy a hotel room and then she comes in and just whips them and like beats them up. Like guys pay to get beat up. They pay to get the shit kicked out. You know what I mean? Isn't that the worst business model ever? Guys are just stepping into that willingly just to get the shit kicked out of them. Okay. I feel like you guys paid for this stuff. You guys all. Dwight Boyan has a scared look on his face. Dwight, how much is Dwight paying? Come together, dude. Just a fact, man. Like liberal guys are like, I don't want to pay my landlord. What is he? And then they pay girls to kick the shit out of them. Okay, we'll move on. I've been diagnosed with autism by everyone who's ever met me. Okay, that's a dumb one. What else? I tried to figure out if God was real the other day. I did the prayer. I was like, God, if you're listening to me, do absolutely nothing. And he did. So God's real. What else did I write down? I should just did a whole set making fun of David. God damn it, dude. Where else? I think that's it. Stop paying for women. Women deserve nothing. No. Oh yeah, I forgot. What else was supposed to mention my Puerto Rican girlfriend, so that Dawn can reference it later. Sorry guys, it's all a lie. I'm just saying every riff you see tonight is a lie. I had to drive my drunk brother home. The night with my Puerto Rican girlfriend, which is not my girlfriend. I'm trying to maintain not girlfriend with her right now, you know what I mean? Because my women deserve nothing. And then he got out of the car and was like, what? He's like, are you? He was like talking to the girl the whole time. He's like, are you his girlfriend? He's like, I don't know, ask him. I'm like, no. Stop asking. He was on for like 10 minutes, but okay, whatever. I'm leaving. Goodbye, everybody. Ben Stock.
Keep going, thanks out, everybody. And if there's anything you'd like me to like wink reference right before your set, I'm all ears. Maybe How about this? When you sign up, put in parentheses next to your name. Like a little buzzword like KFC. You know what I mean? Like put, yeah. Fucking rabies. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, whatever you're looking at. Keeping on the positivity trend, trying to help everybody out. This next comment coming up is always good for a word of advice if you're ever looking for advice. Oh. He gave me a word of advice a long time ago. You heard me talking about taking my family on a trip down a 2-lane road one day and just killing us all. Just fucking driving off the side of the road. I'm looking at my kids in the rearview mirror like, you guys got way too much attitude for someone who could just do this and end our lives. And he heard me saying that. He's like, man, it sounds like you might have some issues. You may be a little sad. So he tells me, I can give you some advice. I can teach you how to roll the car where only you survive. He's a nice guy. So everybody put your hands together for Mr. Revenge Monster.
That is not the advice I gave to Tyrell Shackelford. The only advice I gave Tyrell Shackelford is the same advice I gave to Michael Ruby. Don't get married. I always give that advice when people talk about getting married. I say, don't do it. Why? Why not? I don't know. Why would you want to just sign a contract to where you're fucked if you break up? All right. Yes, it's true. We suck. I went back a couple of weeks before Amber went and looked at these Pinboys live streams. And you know what I thought? I thought everybody was doing really good at stand-up comedy. We don't suck. No, I didn't think so. When I did go watch those videos, though, I was like, I think everybody already knows this. I thought everyone was fairly aware of how bad we are. But, I don't know if you know, I follow music, and if stand-up also is the same way as music, and like music gets like way worse every time new music is made. Well, we're just like ahead of the game. We're just like gonna be really bad at stand-up because all the stand-up in the future is gonna be really fucking bad anyway. That's how you win. You don't pull people up, you bring everyone down to your level. I like this time of year. I don't know what season is called, but I just call it booty time. I work at the beach, so I know exactly what day booty time starts. That's when it stays over 65 degrees for more than 3 hours. Booty time. I saw something I never thought was like a possible thing to see. It was a half thong. You know what a half thong is? So it's like start from a thong and then work your way out 45 degrees each way. So it's like half a thong and half a regular bikini bottom. And I was like, man, that's pretty awesome because it reminded me of all those 80s jazzercise long booty bitches. Remember that? All the diversity and booty back in the 80s? Long booties. That's what them high-waist jeans were made for. Long booty bitches. Every time regular booty bitches wear those things, they look like a guy in a barrel held up by suspenders. Remember that old thing? Anyway, I don't care that we all suck. You know what? Because I'm going to quit comedy anyway to focus on bonsai or bonsai. You want to say bonsai. I like, because I've been watching like a lot of bonsai videos lately. I came to appreciate the balance of abuse and care that goes into bonsai. Like you can butcher a tree and then bend it back to your will as it grows. It's like, I don't know, probably the closest thing to having some girls like chained up in a basement. Next page. So I've been watching hours of Boneside videos. And I found something out while watching these, is that the Chinese also cheat at bonsai. So like in regular Japanese bonsai, you grow and you manicure this tree for decades, sometimes centuries. I was looking at this one tree, it was $18,000. It's only 6,000 years old. But I was looking at that, and the Chinese, they're like, fuck that, I got time to do that. So they just go and cut a branch, a big old fat branch off of like a big tree, and then they go and cut it up and jam it all shit up, and then put it in like water with like root developer, and just grow roots out of that branch, and then they just transplant it to a pot. They also, I seen them, they take like a regular tree, like a big tree, and they'll cut wedges out of it every so often, and then bend the bitch over, and then wrap it up with like duct tape, and then make it look like it's like an old ass bonsai. So I'm just saying, the Japanese are okay, but you need to keep an eye on those Chinese. They're Japan's and America's enemy. Look what they're doing to bonsai, the art of bonsai, an American-Japanese tradition. All right, thank you very much, boys. We suck. Have a good one.
Raise sports off. Keep it going, boy. Raise sports off, everybody. Bonsai. Bonsai. You sound like Mr. Miyagi. Okay. Isn't that what, did they have bonsai trees in that?
Yeah, they stay there.
Is it Karate Kid a white dude? It's a
No, he's Italian.
Well, then they had that one. They had like J.D. Smith or somebody. Did they have a black kid? They had like Lil Bow Wow, or who was it? It was like
J.D. Smith.
yeah. It was like a black kid. The white people got upset. I feel like your next comic would be perfect to satisfy the white people if they were looking for a white Karate Kid. So everybody, put your hands together for the white boy.
I don't know about that, bro. White people don't fuck with me like that. Like, they don't fuck with me like they say they do with the family get-togethers. What am I going to talk about? I want to come up here. I want to start out talking about, like, asking David Alvarado where his hat was, but Ben came up and did that. Like, damn, where's your hat, bro? You left it at home. Don't do that anymore. Don't leave your hat at home anymore. Yeah, that bit where you say you're like transitioning to Ron Jeremy, and I was like, I think he's transitioning into the Undertaker. You guys seen maps? You know what maps look like? You've seen a globe? You guys have seen a globe, right? I think Stop Asian Hate is Russian propaganda. No? I don't mean it, I guess, then, okay? I got on Twitter for like 2 seconds today. I saw one tweet. I closed the app. It said, cops shouldn't do traffic stops.
What?
Okay. So what do you want to do? You want to specifically train somebody to do traffic stops, right? So you want to just not call them cops? I'm pretty right, aren't I? Like, if every time I say something that's wrong, I'm pretty sure that's one of the right things I've said. I know it is. Cops shouldn't do traffic stops. What the hell is that? Like, I'm no Blue Lives Matter proponent, you know? Like, the Blue Lives Matter sticker came off my car on March 1st, and I've got a Fuck 12 sticker that's going on there July 1st. So, you know, like, I don't know, but still, I feel like you gotta, I don't know. You gotta just look at something and sometimes ask, what the fuck are we doing here? Like with women. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I come up with this scheme. I'm tired of trying to sugarcoat shit with women, but I still do it anyway. And I figured it out. I've started selling women on being my side hoes the same way that jobs sell you on advancement. I'm like, like if you make me enough sandwiches, like you could eventually be big, like if you just hit your marks, you just show improvement, I feel like that's probably pimp talk, isn't it? And you're just a hoe, but if you hit all your quotas, you could be my bottom bitch, But I've been talking to this one girl, and I've been talking to her. I met up with her yesterday, and we had sex.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was great, man. Like, I stayed the night, so we went like 3 rounds. You guys know the importance of the rule of 3. So the 3rd round, I nutted in her. Like, yeah, it's probably time to save your number in my phone. Is that mean? Is that something I'm not supposed to say? Want to hear something else I'm not supposed to say? I think big girls should post body pics. I'm tired of these fucking face pictures, and then you get your feelings hurt. When I see your body, I'm like, I don't want to talk anymore. I've said like 3 factually correct things tonight. And it's all original, isn't it, Taylor? Yeah, thank you. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you so much. I was watching stand-up in the last week. Saw this one special. There were some jokes on there. I was like, man, I should write them down and tell them to Pinboys. So what's the deal with airplane food? No. Oh man, this dude's calling me. I'm gonna tell a story about this guy. Have I ever told you guys? A story about I got a friend and he's like a cop and he's like, it's so fucking weird because he's a black dude, but I'm pretty sure he's racist against black people, and like he was adopted by white people at a young age, so I think he was radicalized, I'm scared. I'm fucking scared. This dude, like, he's the dude I told y'all, he's always telling me laws and shit like that. I'm like, I don't care, man. Like, I don't want to know what I could get in trouble for. Like, I know what I could get in trouble for. Like, the weed laws are don't get pulled over. That's what the weed laws are. The light. That's good. Let me wrap this up. Something completely unrelated. I don't know anything about horoscopes. I don't know anything about horoscopes. I know what I am, and I know what that is to other people. Like, I'm a Scorpio. So, I trick women into thinking I'm good at sex. That's what I do. It's probably like, oh, you're a Scorpio and you've got 2 kids. Like, don't get it twisted, Miss Lady. Like, if I was born in August, I'd still blow your back out. I'm the way plant, my God.
Come on, everybody! I know I opened the show with sad news, but I have more sad news. Turns out Michael Ridley just killed himself. Damn, man, it sucks, man, because he was about to go up later tonight, but I don't know what happened. I'm just kidding. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. That was good. That was a good job. The white boy. And you don't have to tell people you're white, because the whole time you were up here, you were just validating your own facts. You didn't even care what we thought. You were just like, you know what? I said it. It's right, and I don't care what you think. And then it had me thinking, like, wow, that's the whitest shit I've ever seen. Like, that's the whitest shit. It's like you just said a thing. It's true. And then Nobody. You didn't ask anybody. And then when you did ask for validation, you went to another white person. So everybody, let's just piggyback on that success. Put your hands together for the other white comic in the room. Put your hands together for Mr. Taylor Edwards.
Thank you, Tyrell. I'm the reason Tyrell refuses to have a kid with his wife. He's pretty sure they're just gonna come out looking like me.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't, but fuck, now I gotta tell her some shit we were planning on earlier. Thank you, Dwight. Only thing you stole tonight was my callback, because I was gonna do the same thing. Okay. I don't think I was in a good place at all last week, and that definitely capped it. Like I talked a lot of shit about this quarantine, but get to me. Just start fucking yelling irresponsibly at things I know the rules. Now I gotta go, like, pull that white card out of me. He's just like, dude, you know, I never actually, you know, you don't understand about me. Like, I'm sorry, you were so good, and I just. You did good, Dwight. I'm an asshole. That's all. Tonight's just full of nostalgia. Like I just love it because like David looks exactly like my old PE teacher. And, like she was great. That's why I like it. It's either that or we're playing hockey on the little fucking roller thing that you just destroy your fingers on every day. Is this like even legal for us to be on? Like this doesn't seem, we're an inch off the ground. Is this how hockey's played? Okay. I'm in Virginia. I guess this is hockey. It's just been a weird week for me. I got jealous of Wasps the other day because I started watching Top 10 Most Extreme. It's all on YouTube, all 40 episodes. Go home, fucking serve yourself right. And I got really jealous because like I wish humans had the kind of confidence insects have, like just the kind of balls insects have. Because like, how confident do you think you'd have to be to go up to something like 1,000 times bigger than you and stab it with a knife and just sit there? Like, fucking do something. I fucking dare you. Get the fuck away from my head. That's like you go up to an elephant with a Swiss Army knife and you're just like. Again. What? Oh, fucking I don't die after one. Like, I just think it's great. But then at the same time, you'd have the same confidence after you do it. You get swung on and you're just like, you fucking suck. Dude, right here. Arms reach? You don't know how to use reach, bitch. Like, what? I see like 25% speed. You understand? Like, you're feeling? Oh. I just think it'd be really cool to be a bug. I'm gonna get out of here on this. I walked into a store, pretty big store, it was Aldi's, and it was all black people in there. All like black and brown people. And when I walked in, I was like, oh, white people got something. I know what they felt. I know, I get it now. You walk into a place and you're like, you just don't see opinions over people's faces. You know? It's just like, hello, hi. Oh, they said hi back. Holy shit, this is like fucking cool. We should just make it us. This is good. I like that one more than go. My name is Taylor Edwards. Thank y'all for having me. Who's going for Taylor Edwards? Good job, son. That shit's I'm never gonna be able to fucking look at you, dude. I better not have a boy. And the girl still look like you too. Your next comic, I can usually rely on him to come on, a little heavy, maybe on the more negative side. But then I can usually rely on his wife to come through on the more positive side. See as how his wife's already gone up. She's the good one. So hopefully I'm bringing up the nicer half of the two. So put your hands together for Mr. Don Hughes.
You guys got to meet the Amber I live with tonight. You suck! You're going nowhere! Do you even watch the videos of us fucking and trying to get better? Nothing's changing! I bought a new outfit. Ben's right, some of you guys are like cartoon characters. Every time I see you wearing the same fucking shit. I know I'm just as bad. I wear that Jeffrey Epstein shirt way too much. It's the only one that reliably covered my belly until I bought this one at Kroger today. Ben brought up his Puerto Rican girlfriend just like he was supposed to. Ben is at the point in his comedy career where he's bringing Puerto Rican women that are not wearing a bra to our shows. And everyone he's in the group with is in a relationship. So it's like, and she walked up, she's like, can I help you put together anything? I was like, ask my wife. Here, take some tablecloths. She's the only one that's allowed to talk to you. I feel I'm so much older than Ben that I feel obligated to give him advice sometimes. And he was talking about how she wanted him to fuck her raw. Unprotected sex with a Puerto Rican woman? Don't do that, Ben. Stay 3 dick widths away from Puerto Rican pussy at all times. At all times. If you get any closer to 3 dick widths, you will have 3 children in 2 weeks. And don't even think about having unprotected anal. That's where Dominicans come from. That was for you, Miles. I think Miles is Dominican. Fuck. Did you guys see the rapper Usher got in trouble for fucking giving fake money to strippers? People are dragging him on Twitter for giving fake money to strippers. I'm like, that's a brilliant idea. Fake titties, fake money. What the fuck? Like, that's how it should be. But it instantly made me wish that we were living in an alternate reality where we were watching a trial of 6 strippers who had knelt on Usher's neck. Yeah, that'd be way better. We're still gonna have riots, but everybody's gonna be doing that sideways dancing shit that he does in and out of the Foot Lockers and shit. Yeah. I don't know. I think it'd be a more fun reality at least. A kid got shot in Minneapolis and killed by the police, and nobody really knows how to handle it because he was like mixed race. Like saw one woman online was like, black women are tired of losing their sons, and then somebody was like, his mom is white. Like, oh shit, gotta delete that tweet. And somebody was like, straight white men are still the most dangerous police in America. It's like the woman, the cop that shot him was a woman. They're like, fuck, gotta delete that tweet too. I just hope this kind of turns around on women so they can stop trying to do jobs that require like critical thinking, reflexes, or physical prowess.
We just don't need you guys. We don't need you. She literally was like, I'm gonna tase him, I'm gonna tase him, I'm gonna tase him. Taser, taser, taser. And she's like, pow, 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 pow. Like, I shot him on accident. I got my period. I forgot which side of the belt it was on. That guy never forgets which side of the belt his battling was on. Doesn't fucking happen. Eric was talking to me before the show because I told a story about how I fell down a ladder at the shipyard at a show this weekend. I told a story, you guys know I fell 45 feet down a ladder in a submarine and it fucked my back up. And he was like, you're really lucky. You know how lucky you are? I was like, here's the thing, Eric. You don't realize I have a wife who has only ever had my penis inside of her. I have that. In 2021, I have a wife who has only ever had my penis inside of her. Let me put that in perspective, guys. How many of you grew up with Pokemon cards? That's like having a holographic Charizard in 1996 in middle school that you could just show off. You're like, look at that motherfucker right there. And half the school doesn't believe you. And the ones that do believe you, they know you're telling the truth, they're like, I can't believe I know you. I can't believe how lucky you are. Yeah, me either. When I put my dick in my wife, it's like chambering a round in a rifle that's specifically made for it. It just slides right in ever so perfectly. Locks right into a ridge right on the edge. You could chamber another round in it, but that's how you get your face blown off. It's a 22. You're not putting a 45 in it, Amber. All right, my name's Don Hughes. I'm going to be your host, Tyrell Shackelford.
Here we go, I'm Don Hughes, everybody. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I know. Like one of these days, that's gonna work, right? It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Yeah. Damn it. No, I gotta say something else. Good job, Don. Way to tell jokes. Good job, man. Good job. Way to keep it PC or
PG.
Pro.
Got a real.
Caucasian. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a good job. It was a good job. Yeah. Yeah, your next comic is the reason it's difficult for me to believe that everyone in here sucks. Because he won. Like, I don't know, does that mean he's like the best of the worst? I think he's awesome. I've loved him forever. You guys love him. Put your hands together for Mr. Michael Richards.
Dude, I gotta move. Fuck Hampton Roads comedy. I'm going to Richmond with all the other homosexuals. Amber, yeah, whoa. I don't suck. I fuck. All right, you guys suck. I fuck, dude. That dude, people see me, they go, that guy fucks. All right, you see me do stand up, bring your girl. All right, you're getting pussy on my behalf. All right, I'm getting you pussy, dog. You've been fucking her, but tonight you're gonna fuck her. You know why? Because old black man once told me, if you can make a woman laugh, you're also making her pussy laugh. I don't know. This is. You're about to witness the strength of street novels. All right, these are true facts. God damn it, dude. Yo, David Alvarado. I feel like you've exclusively only gotten pussy on a casting couch. How many Food Line employees have you lured into your den? Also, give it up for Joseph Jenkins' friends. They look like Knick Knack, Paddywhack, and Dan Rue. Those guys are famous on the internet. I ate a bunch of chicken wings and cheese tots. I don't feel good. I also don't dress very well. But I can't blame it. Like, you can't blame me. My body is not good. Like, I got a shitty body. I'm built like a kendama handle. It's just like this big ball in this oblong-shaped body. I have a very large head. My clothes don't fit. I wear too big of t-shirts and too skinny of pants. I'm like an Asian ice cream cone. I have a sweating condition. I slowly melt in front of you like some kind of Asian witch. I feel like we've come very far in technology as far as like pornography goes. Do you guys remember like ever seeing those old timey movies where the dudes would put like a dime inside of that wooden box and it was like a little, it was like a slideshow of some lady with weird church ceiling nipples. She looked like one of those naked angel babies that you see at your grandma's house on her plates. And she had a big old Adam and Eve bush. Like, people were fucking beating their dicks on the street of New York in the 30s. Like, yeah, this is quite the sight here. Gonna give myself a little rub and tug and grab a trolley on the way home. Like, motherfuckers are fucking putting nickels in wooden boxes and beating off on the street. And people were just like, yeah, just another beautiful day. I hope it's 1929, December 29th, 1929. It's another beautiful day, tugging your dick on Wall Street. It's another beautiful, normal day of Jesus Christ. It's raining gentlemen. Hallelujah. It's raining gentlemen. Those damn Chinese, they ruined us. Still a thing. I love it when white girls take their minority significant other out in public. They always parade at Tyrell, you know. White women always take their minority significant other out in public. They show it off. And all the other minorities look at that minority with that white woman like he's Django riding in on the horse in that one scene. All the white people are like, what the hell? What's that black dude fucking that white lady? It's 2021. It's okay. The white women only benefit from that. It's kind of like having an exotic dog or something. It's like, this is my Filipino Pomeranian. It's got a 4-inch penis and his head is too big for his body. They say things like, oh, yes, Daddy, I'm dating a Negro now. And their parents will usually say things like, well, Catherine, you can say goodbye to your inheritance. It's okay, Daddy. The Chinamen are doing great on the railroads. Company morale's at an all-time high, especially when you're gangbanging them. Oh, Pinky's out. All right, I'm done. My name's Michael Ridley. I'm full of cheese sauce. Bye.
Here we go, Michael Ridley, everybody. A proper bukkake with your pinky. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Put the boot in the bukkake. That's cool. Good job, man. That was a great job, man. It's difficult to say something nice about your next comic because I've always wondered the level of the actual IQ he possesses. I'm sure he's smarter than he looks. I do appreciate the fact that, how many of you guys noticed there was no temperature checks today, by the way? You guys have taken temperature checks? Yeah, no temperature checks, man. That's because how fucking clean we've been keeping this. How good everybody's been doing. We take care of this motherfucker. And it's been doing, everybody's doing a great job, is what I'm saying. We're one day a week. They do the rest of the week still. Thank you, yeah. And I just appreciate the fact that this next comic is taking his sanitation to a whole new level. I don't understand it, but I'm not going to try to figure out. I just appreciate where his head's at. I don't understand where he's going or what he's doing, but let's everybody put your hands together for Mr. Jonathan Williams.
So apparently I suck. And no, it's fine. Because, no, but there was a certain point made that I especially sucked. But that's fine, because I've noticed that, over the year or two, that I'm kind of like the Pinboys punching bag. Yeah. So I'm glad that, you guys can make jokes about me and not go home and kill yourself. You felt a little better about yourself. And I know you guys want me to address the booties, but I'm not, because I don't fucking care. I just wasn't planning on talking about it, so I'll just leave you wondering, like, why the fuck are you wearing booties? But also, So everybody wants to talk about like how everybody's dressing, and I feel like Ben started it. But has anybody looked at what Ben's wearing? He looks like every fucking Mark Wahlberg movie, like after they killed his wife, and then like 6 months later, right before he goes back to kill the guy that killed his wife. And there's no in between. He either dresses like that or like a gay Miami club owner who sells coke. There's one or the other. There's no in between. Also, DMX fucking died. And all of a sudden, y'all want to give a shit about him and his music. Fuck all of you. Because you know what? You guys are making people like Lil Nas X giving the devil a blowjob popular and shit. And that's why DMX is fucking doing so much coke that he's ODing and dying. Because his music isn't popular anymore. But also, to be perfectly honest, because I feel like fur babies are more important than anything, I was more sad when I saw Don and Amber posting about their dog than like my brother was like, yo, DMX died. I was like, I know. When I saw them posting about their dog, like I dropped my phone and I'd never even met their dogs. But then I was like, I also like slightly happier note because like as I went through, like Don kept posting like older pics of his dog, and then it reminded me that Don looked like a fucking like fat lesbian taking T-pills about 3-4 years ago. But he's doing great, looking a lot better. I'm getting worse. So I'm trying to look like you, Dave. Don't ever fucking, you've learned your lesson. Never walk out of the house without a hat. Because you look like, I don't know, you look like you shoved your head up someone's ass. And that's just, I don't know. I feel like if I let my hair grow out, that's what it will look like. It's kind of scary. I'm glad though, because I thought if you took the hat off, like the hair would come with it. But at least we know this is real. I know. Nobody wants to hear about your fucking hair anymore. But I did have one thing though with DMX. I heard he has 15 fucking kids by 9 different women. And I kind of like really pray and hope that like there's like this like Southern Baptist preacher doing his funeral. And then when he points out like the 9 baby mamas, like I just want him to be like, yeah, that was really fucking cheesy. I thought it was gonna be a lot louder than it was. It sounded like there was DMX like whispering in my pocket. Like I have a little DMX in there.
Because he heard you say you don't give a fuck about it.
I really don't. It was like, I'm gonna fuck up your joke now from hell. But also, though, like I want to be at his wake though, because I really hope. Because I read this thing. This Gabrielle Union said that like he was really obsessed with watching Golden Girls, and I kind of just imagine him being like, "Yo, Blaze with the bitch." I don't know. I don't really watch Golden Girls, so I don't know the whole thing. But you can thank DMX though for one thing, because if you ever listen to DMX around your black friends and you're white, that's when you'll know how cool you actually are. Because if you try to sing along with the lyrics, your black friends will literally be like, "What'd you say?" And you will not make it to a DMX song. And I'm gonna go keep on sucking. Get off the stage.
Oh! That's true. After DMX died, first I felt like I had to make a public service announcement because on 2 different occasions, 2 different white people had referred to DMX as the person who was famous for coming up with the phrase, "It's murder." And I wanted to punch both of these white people in the fucking face, but one of them was my fucking wife! Oh! I learned that bruises show up on her. That's cool. What you really want? That's cool. This next comic has never, ever confused DMX, because he's probably one of the biggest, most hardcore rap fans in this room. Probably one of the most gangster thugs people I know. If he gets on here and he starts rapping, face will fucking catch on fire. This dude's got fucking bars. All right, bars. Be ready. Be ready. That's right. You might want to take your jackets off. This is about to bring the heat, you guys. This is your last comic of the evening. So put your hands together for Mr. Conde.
No. I can't. No, I was a little offended by that though, because I'm a big rap fan. Okay, more so than some of the other white and probably black people in this room. Yeah, that's right. I'm a rap elitist too. And I always say that N word with DMX. I mean, I like to think that DMX was sitting there watching me listen to his song, and I didn't say it, he would punch me to be a bitch. There's been a lot of negativity, tonight. People have been talking about David Van Weave. Ben's insulting everyone's dress. I mean, I think I did pretty good, but whatever. China sucks. Amber says we all suck, and she hates us. We should go die. especially John. but I just want to throw around some positivity. I want to say nice things about people. Taylor does a good wasp bit. Ben, I'm skipping you. David also had a good set. I don't know any of the people in the back. Miles is cool. Dwight. I had an unrelated joke about. Oh, hey Tyrell, I'm voting for Dwight. The white boy gone. I know we're not supposed to reveal our boots, but I had to get that one in. I really agree.
So is that have to vote for Ben too?
What? Was that a callback to something? I missed it. Taylor, I'm cool. I have a big grocery gun. These material. Yeah, that awesome. Okay, anyway, guys. I watched an action movie this weekend. I always like in an action movie where like the dude who's like about to go kill everybody he pretends to have a regular ass job. Like in this movie it was the auditor, and it's because he's the last person your organization sees before he takes them down or whatever, or some shit like that. And I don't know, I just always thought that's the funniest shit. Like it gets more and more ridiculous every time they put a movie out. Like the next one's gonna be like, they call me the newspaper boy. Because after I stop by your house, your whole family's gonna be in the papers. And I'm gonna go home and jerk off. Oh man. I really don't have anything to care either. Yeah, I just got back from Hawaii. That was pretty cool. I stayed in a hotel, which was nice, because when you stay in a hotel with your fiance, you get to hand other people your cum towels. And that's their problem now. I don't know, it's great. I saw like homeless compounds out there. Like their homeless are way more organized than ours. They're a lot more bold. They live life harder. Like I saw there's one place we pass by every day on like a populated part of the strip, and they're just smoking crack openly. And like there were meth heads playing double dutch with the exposed telephone wires. It's pretty cool. Now Hawaii seems like a nice place to be homeless, so I think those people got it figured out. I'm just wondering how they got there. Like they weren't all Samoan, there were white crackheads there too. I'm just like, who paid for your ticket, dude? Oh, and I mentioned this last week. It's nice that that Tyrell decided to spruce up the Pinboy sign, new improved sign, same shitty letters. I thought that would have been harder. No camaraderie, guys. We're all Pinboys comedians. You could talk shit in solidarity. Too late is what your mom said.
when your dad tried to play a beat down her throat. That's a little part. It made me think like what if someone had like tried to come back with like some really aggressive your mom jokes, like you just said something like, that's not what your mom said when I was in bed with her last night. You'd be like, oh yeah? Your mom wouldn't shut the fuck up. I knocked two of her teeth out. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave on that one. Good place to leave on. Let's bring Tyrell back up, guys.
I'm thinking about whatever the closing, the last phrase is, just have it hanging up in what's comedy show. Knock your mom's front teeth. Like, just come back next to it. See what happens. That was awesome. Good job, you guys. Give it up for yourself. Yeah. Fucking stuff. Great. Another successful night where no one physically died, but emotionally. You don't do well if you don't emotionally die a little bit up here every single time. So hopefully you guys gave it to yourselves. But tonight was a fucking landslide. It was pretty good. But everybody give it up for your winner tonight, Mr. Don Hughes, everybody. And keep coming back next week. Thank you very much.
Coming to buckets tomorrow?
I would kill it.
Yeah, man, I'll be there. Good seeing you, bro.
Thank you for coming out, man.
So happy. You got a job now, huh?
Yeah, man, you're weak.